Hello everybody, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be on the air.
Comment.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG. I don't want to say live stream, but it is program. I'm going to call it more of a program. The Route 66 stations are active, fellas. You know, I think I might be too close for them. I thought I saw them on 40 last night. Are they in San Bernardino? Is that the ones where they're in San Bernardino? Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. I can't sing, but I am wearing a sort of button-up shirt. What's up, KI5ZIF? Good to see the human SDR in there. Dustin. I thought they're in San Bernardino. So here's what's going on with me. I normally don't have my antenna raised all the way. Today, I even have it lower than normal before I would raise it. We had some really bad, nasty winds and some thunderstorms nearby. The thunderstorms pretty much are gone. Still a little bit windy, and I don't know if something will kind of peel in here. So I just thought it was safe to keep it at NVIS level, I guess I should call it, right? So I don't think I'll be doing too much HF. I am on almost hit the wrong key there. I am on the what's this called? FT8. So this one might be a little bit of a talk show.
Put me in timeout.
Did I put you in timeout?
No, I said don't you dare do it.
I could have. I still can. There's still a lot of night left to go. What do you mean I'm on the wrong band? I'm not on the correct band, Colin. VK10COL. That's a local guy right here, I think, right? San Diego, sort of. He's about 100 miles away. So anyways, not going to be doing too much. I'm not going to do any voice HF because the antenna's 10 feet off the ground, maybe. At the end of it, it's still 30-something feet up, but it's like the lowest sloper you can possibly think of right now. So
I'll fire up y'all's DMR and Yaesu and DStar radios.
Yeah, so I might be doing I will be doing some Openspot here if it works. There's something I want to hit up with you smart people out there because you guys are a little smarter than I am about a lot of stuff. You guys can share the wealth of knowledge. I saw Ham Radio 2.0 doing something on. I don't think I feel like trying, to be honest with you, Joe. The Allstar nodes. Now I have an Allstar node, but it's a clear node. How do you build? You can build your own Allstar node, right? Is that difficult?
Yeah. What you need to do is you need to look at Ham Radio Crusader's YouTube channel. That's where you're going to get all of your knowledge from, because that's pretty much all he does. Is he talks about Allstar.
Did you have a bunch of houses in the way there, Tim? By the way, I am freaking zapped too, energy-wise. I wouldn't say I was working indoors. I was close to AC, but it was 109 today at work. So I'm just like, and I'm kind of tired. I had to get up early, not early this morning, but I just didn't sleep very good last night. My neighbors had a party. But Ham Radio Crusader?
Yes.
I'm hearing excuses. I don't get out very well on voice. And I got a lot of noise too on when I do Inves. I've tried it before. It has not worked out very well. Plus I get a lot more RFI in the shack. I'm hearing some stuff in my headphones. You have ham VoIP with an RF module. I don't need a Pi-Star thingamajig. I can't use that. So, Mr. Wingnut, Jeff, and I'm still working FT8, by the way. So, I was going to hit that. Jeff's calling me a sad ham. Tim's calling me a sad ham. I'm not. I'm just a tired ham. Very tired. Very tired ham, actually. The bands are...
Tim's a sad ham.
Yes, Haley. Not at the moment. Is it still windy out there?
I don't know.
You don't know? Does it still smell smoky?
I don't know. I still don't smell anything, man.
Well, you're not outside, but did you earlier? There's a fire about 20 miles away from here. Highland, California. What?
Like how? Where did I smell?
It's up against the mountains. That's why it looks all gross outside. It look not clear outside?
But smell gross in the morning.
Yeah.
I plugged my nose.
Yeah,
at Grandma's
it's
house.
not good outside. It's yucky.
No, not even a single person was at the park.
Because it smelled gross.
Yeah,
it's bad. Bad to be outside.
It was like there was like kind of like a meteor shower, but there was stuff like flying out of the air.
Yeah, that's ash.
What is ash? Oh, I remember.
It's like burn up stuff. Yeah, she's referring to ash.
I remember. It was super windy at my old school. It was super windy, and then we tried to fix it.
Yeah.
Ah, that was a long
All right.
time
Well, Daddy's
ago.
going to talk to some folks here.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later. I love you. All right. So, what was I just saw? Tim just put something in there. So it's an Allstar, just like a Pi Star, which I have. Just with an analog board instead of a digital board. Easy to build. Huh? What's up there, the Hillbilly Ham? I saw you in another chat earlier. So I would like to do HF, but I don't feel like messing with it. I don't feel like fighting it. That bad. And sounds 100% better than digital. An Allstar? Yeah, I have Allstar. Mine's a little bit noisy though. I've tried to mess with the settings. It's gotten a little bit better. Of all things, ham radio, the Allstar node is the thing I use almost every single day, whether I'm home or away.
In what way? Well, I mean, you connect to it.
I connect to it and listen. I
said just listen.
Listen on my. So I have my Allstar node frequency in my scanner that's next to my bed in my room, and I can't go to sleep. If I can't go to sleep, which is almost every night, I like to listen to what's going on. So I just go and look and see on the allstar.org what's active and copy and paste that node in and go to town with it. And Chicago,
Nice.
there's a Chicago 4-digit W something or other 220 repeater, I think. They like go all night. Well, at least to like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. What's up, Nate? Thank you for sharing your pictures with me. With your Model Y. Hopefully you got that good deal with the very small financing fee that they're charging now. I think 1.99. Yeah, I'm interested in maybe building something like that. I don't know how. Or getting something other than a clear node. One of the best designed Allstar nodes here is in a kit. So let's see if I can bring that up here on my screen. With the magic of live streaming. Are these backwards, Colin? Because they're from Australia? Honest question. Lefty
Upside
to tighty.
down and backwards.
So is it lefty to tighty and righty to loosey? We got a ham stick in there.
Yep.
That's pretty expensive. That's almost as expensive as a clear node. Oh, someone burping in there?
No.
It wasn't you. I think it was Hamstick that was burping there for a second. I think he muted himself. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I did. And that's why I have questions. Because I am not good on the Pi Star type stuff. I don't understand all that stuff. I'm not going to lie and say I do. Typing in those commands remind me of DOS back in the day and the Apple IIs, I believe, that I used in junior high.
Oh,
I think it's Apple IIs.
No.
Moon Patrol and that kind of stuff. Sherry with an I node, huh?
That's right. Sherry node.
Where can I purchase one of those? I want something.
That's what 2.0 runs in his truck.
I've gotten a lot better on Pi Stars. I can configure them myself now. I can flash them myself. I've had to do it enough. I've figured it out. I know it enough to show somebody. Don't forget those raw. Yeah, that's actually a good. Is our dollar better than yours? So it'd be cheaper. Man, so is the Pi-Star, is that Linux? I'm so bad on this. I'm gonna pick my nose there. Sorry, it is nasty outside here. Any recommendations on the 10 meter for a new tech to get started? I would buy used to start out with. That's my suggestion. Don't spend a bunch of money. You're going to be buying all kinds of radios. It's never ending. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this. And that's my goal. It's like, okay, I'm going to use this for a little while. Then I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to get this. My theory, buy it used. I did bind up my 9700 that you see right below here. That one new, but all my other radios, other than I think the 52 was used. No, that was new. My screen is flashing. Getting some sync errors on. You guys getting any drop frames there? Probably not. Hamstick, are you in there? Are you really in there?
I got you in there. Well, now he's gone.
He gone. He back. He gone.
Can you hear me?
Ooh, your satellites are not linking very good right now.
No, I disconnected and reconnected.
It's still a little.
You couldn't hear me.
It's still a little choppy. I'm gonna try to reset you here.
Sounds good on my end.
Well, that's not good for me.
How about now?
Oh, I know why. I have you in manual. Hold on. I'm gonna put
Manual.
Hold on. I'm gonna put you in auto. Try it now, Mr. Hamstick.
All right, testing. 1, 2.
Still dropping.
Oh.
And your ping time is like super long. It's double what it normally is. You're getting good.
Yeah.
Maybe the satellite's like halfway between you and me. Let me see here. If you're looking at just 10 meters, determine if you're going to get your general before spending money on an HF rig. That's a good. I would say go used. Buy some used Kenwood stuff. It's a little cheaper. I wouldn't go all out and buy a 7610. You were not
Almost
doing. You were totally dropping there, dude.
Oh man.
You may have to restart or something. Oh, and Sam is long too. I got to reset Sam. No wonder why he's delayed.
You're the one having problems because they're just fine.
Well, that's fine, but he's not going through your server to go on my stream though. I might have a. Let me check my.
All right. Looks like I have under 100. Oh, is it good?
It's still dropping a little bit, and you're. Let me see if I might have an issue here. Let me check my speed test and see if I. Well,
blame the background people.
Why not? You're the one that's connected to me. Well, I doubt if I have a problem here. I have a 1 millisecond ping time, a 1 millisecond jitter time.
Yeah, mine just dropped down to 80 to 80.
Yeah, it's getting better. Maybe
not linked.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Whenever I'm in the DMR mode, I hit the wrong button.
All right, I upped my my buffer, so maybe that'll help.
Okay, seems a little bit better.
I would not buy a 10 meter. Seems like most of the 10 meter radios are really CBs, but they can't sell a 100-watt CB or a 50-watt CB. So companies sell them as ham radios and have you do a simple mod so you can unlock it to work as a CB. I would just buy a full HF radio, 7300, a 710. If you want to be portable and have it lighter, a G90.
Scott, what are you referring to here? Sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't waste money buying a CB radio that's labeled as a ham radio.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy just an only 10 meter. I probably should have said that. I had one. It was a President Lincoln. No, wait. what the heck was that? It was like 10 meter, and I can modify it to do CB. I think it was a President Lincoln. HR 25.
There's Lincoln. There's
Hold on. HR 2510. That was a model number. It's come to my head now. And if you want something like an all mode, you know, a little bit older, they'll do UHF and VHF and HF. A TS2000 is not bad either. I had that till it died.
what was it?
What's that?
I am.
Scott was confusing me, so I don't know what Scott was talking about there. Pi-Star is
be right
nothing
back,
like
Greg.
him. Okay.
I made some ramen that's curry flavored,
Ooh.
and I have to get rid of it. I'll be back. It's terrible.
You're gonna be sweating that stuff out for like 2 days.
Nope, I only had 4 bites.
Depends on what he wants. Mobile base. It's true. I bought a 99. Man, that's a big investment though. I mean, if you get a used one.
Not really.
Well, the other thing is too, is that menu system in there, unless you're used to that sort of stuff, that's pretty deep.
Don't get me started. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm kind of used to.
I agree with you 100%.
God dang, you're half a second behind me now. No wonder why we're talking over each other. Can you hit your arrow again, Sam? I'm sorry. Something somewhere where we got a bad connection. I might disconnect here for a second here and reconnect. So, having some issues with Sonobus tonight. I don't think I have that screen available. It is all over the place. May have to move this to what's it called? What's that thing called? God. Space in here.
You want to
Discord.
You want to ditch
Ditchcord.
You want to ditch cord.
Not yet, but there's something definitely wrong. So hello all 40 people watching. We're not doing a contest tonight of me buying something. My Starlink is not going to be here for weeks. Hopefully I'll be getting it going before October. I thought it was going to come earlier, but it's not. I bought a FT8 57, which I've never heard of. Had one knob missing. Bargain. Buy used, man. I bought my TS2000 used. Weeks. Yep, weeks. I think the earliest it said it's going to come is the 20th. And it just got moved again today. So I think it's the 25th.
Yeah, my new cable hasn't shipped either. I wonder if they've got just a huge demand from the Mini. Because when I bought mine under the beta program, it got here like 2 days after I bought it.
There's several radios you can get, but just waiting for 10 maybe. Yeah, I would go with something multi-band. Me personally, starting out, because then you can float. And 10 meters is not open all the time either. I would highly suggest trying to get your general, and I know it's hard. We got somebody in here that doesn't have, actually, yeah, we got somebody here that doesn't have their general. Any guesses?
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah. Joe, I bought my 991 2 days after passing my tag. What's your price range? I mean, how much are you willing to spend? Because you're going to get 1,000, it looks like there's 45 people watching. You're going to get 40 different recommendations probably. But mine, personally, I would buy used from something you trust, or like an eBay seller or a QRZ seller that's trusted. I've been pretty lucky with that.
You got to be careful on eBay to make sure you don't get one from Japan.
Yes. Literally just passed my Tech Thursday, studying for my general. Did you get your call letters yet? 10 meters has been a blast the last 3 days. Yeah, I wish I'd been able to do voice. It won't be till probably Thursday or Friday. Supposedly Dana's coming over on Friday to work on my noise. And what are your call letters so I can look you up? So everybody can look you up. We'll put you up on the screen here. I hope you don't mind your address getting blown out of all 49 people watching tonight here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. By the way, anybody new, maybe even just got their license, jump in and say hi in the chat. Would love to hear from you. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to get on 91 Worldwide. Put in for a vanity call today. You don't want to give up your call letters right now?
I wouldn't do a vanity till you're at least the general, so you have a better pool to pick from.
So you're going to give us your call letters or what? Oh, I'm not on fudge. Oh, I am on my Openspot. Sam should know all technician stuff to get the general. CW stuff is hard for CW stuff.
There's no CW stuff for general.
Not anymore. 1 2 Kilo 6 Echo.
Oh, shut up, Norm.
Damn it! I didn't. I just got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I just keyed up a 91 Worldwide and just did a test.
We get to GAP. This is Victor 9 Hotel.
Maybe I got bad connection tonight. Actually, you guys are coming clear since I reconnected. He doesn't want to give us his call sign. It's okay. I don't want to give anybody mine.
God, that's fine.
It's okay. We're all good.
No, call sign sucks.
I don't know. I got
I
my
know it
vanity.
personally, and I hate it.
I got my vanity when I was a tech. I wanted something snappy.
Yeah, you've been a tech for 20 years, right?
I was a tech for 20 years plus.
Well, that's what I meant. Yes.
Got mine in 2000. Russia, South America countries, Japan, all coming on 15. Really? 15, 17 was good earlier too. Let me try to, this guy go away.
K6EGG from AJ6.
Let me go to 15 meters here. Come on, VK10 COL. Is that even possible? I'm going to VK10 call sign? No, 15's already dead. I've had to put my antenna down, so that doesn't work very good on the higher bands. Well, technically lower meter bands.
Australia does have those funny novelty call signs, though. I wish we could get a second call sign.
Colin, you should look and see if you get VK10 COL or VK9 COL.
You could get like VK5 Egg Pro.
K6EGG. This is K2TAF calling if you're still there. Copy?
Oh, somebody's calling me.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf here on 91 Worldwide, and I am still here. I apologize for keying up and trying to do a test here on 91 Worldwide.
Did I make it across?
So, good evening, Greg. My name is Thomas. This is Kilo 2 Tango Alpha Foxtrot. I'm calling you from Syracuse, New York, which is about 4 hours northwest of New York City on this kind of cool but clear 65-degree day.
Well, I tell you what, I wish we can get a little bit of cool weather. We're almost double that temperature here. We're like 110 or something like that, or 113 today here in Southern California. I'm about 40 miles east of Los Angeles, and it's smoky here. We got a fire in Highland, California, about 25 miles away, along with some thunderstorms, and we had 2 earthquakes back to back, all within about 24 hours. So it's been a little wild here.
My apologies to you there, Greg. I hope you and everyone out there is safe. So far, right now, New York has had, even though it's been a couple of months ago, we had a lot of tornadoes touch down, which has been kind of unusual because while we do get them, it's not as common, of course, as, of course, Tornado Alley in the Midwest. But where I live in New York, we've had a tornado that was nearly over where my parents live, which is literally 5 minutes from me. It wasn't confirmed touchdown, but they said there was circulation in the air. It definitely caused a lot of panic in people because this, if it did touch down, it would have been the first to touch in my county, I think almost 18 years. But I'm not sure what they confirmed that the other tornadoes. One was, I think, an F1 and the other was mostly F0. But still, it scared a lot of people around here because it was just very sudden. So I hope you're all well. And by the way, K6EGG, this is K2TAF. Back to you.
Yeah, luckily we don't get tornadoes, but we get the other stuff I just mentioned. Earthquakes don't bother me so much. I got to be honest with you. I didn't want to work. I was in the middle of a workout, and I was trying to figure out every excuse in the world not to do a workout. And those earthquakes happened, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I think that's it. I think I'm gonna call it. Mainly, I'm gonna turn up my audio. There it was a little bit low. So I grew up in Southern California. I'm used to the earthquakes, the fires, and everything. Luckily for me, the fires are normally in the hills, and the closest hill I'm close to is about 2.5 miles. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about that too much. But nobody could escape the earthquakes here on the West Coast. That's why I don't say just California, because Nevada gets hit, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, they get those really bad. So we don't have to worry about those tornadoes all too much. But we did get a touchdown in West Covina, I believe, last year, last March. And I don't know the E. I think it's the E rating. I don't know how that goes, but I think it was a lower version of it. But yeah, the weather can be scary. I think I'll take the earthquakes and get surprised.
Kilo India 6, Charlie Bravo Golf, listening.
Fremont. That guy's in Fremont.
K6EGG, K2TAF. Yeah, we did have an earthquake this year. However, it was, I think, near New York City, but upstate New York did feel it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it because I work at a giant warehouse, and honestly, I didn't feel it. But other people more north of me did feel it. I don't think it was as bad as California, obviously, but they did feel it. Like I said, we don't get like the weather you guys get. I don't even think upstate New York has mudslides. We've had wildfires. In fact, we've had one that's literally about was 2 minutes down the road from me on the highway. They had to shut it down for probably almost half a day to contain it. I think it was because we had a hot summer. This was, I think, about 8 to 10 years ago, but it definitely screwed the traffic up. But yeah, I'm definitely, I'm thankful that we don't have as bad weather as other spots. But where my brother lives, he did get a hurricane because he lives right on the coast of North Carolina near Wilmington, and they've had an F3 or EF3 tornado touchdown not far from their house, and hurricanes too. So still, Mother Nature is very unpredictable. K6EGG, this is K2TAF. Back to you.
You're dang right. You're right about the unpredictability about the weather and stuff. And there's somebody up in Northern California in Fremont, where my car was born. K6EGG. Go ahead, man.
Going once. Going twice. Oh, I just about ready to hit the button there.
K6CBG, just wanted to check in, see how things are going. Yeah, we're in Northern California with the earthquakes.
We've gone into a round table.
K6CBG.
Oh boy, this might get interesting here.
Say,
We'll see what happens
you
here.
guys are all right out there in California. I did have a cousin who was there temporarily at a base station, but I don't think she was near where both you and K6EGG were located. I don't have really much family out in California. Most are on the East Coast to in New England area.
I have some family out in New England.
But
Massachusetts.
My son Vinny, I'd love to go to California, especially San Diego. Looks like a really nice place to visit.
It is.
But
stay away from downtown.
Like I said, Mother Nature is very unpredictable. So that's why I don't mess with it.
We had 52 people watching at one point. That's awesome. Thank you guys. If anybody new is in here, all seriousness, jump in and say hello. I'd love to hear from you.
Someday
and everybody can greet the new folk in here on the chat.
I wanted to give it back to K6EGG. Back to you.
Yeah, luckily, at least here in Southern California, we haven't had too many earthquakes. Even with the rain we had the last year, we didn't have that many mudslides, believe it or not. Like in years past, I know in the 90s, late 90s, we had quite a bit. And we haven't had too many earthquakes. I remember growing up, I'm 49, growing up in the 80s and 90s, I remember having a couple sizable earthquakes here in California, not only Southern California, Northern California, up by where spacing on your name there. I just had you in there, up in Fremont there. But for the most part, other than yesterday, we had a 4.1 and a 3.9, I think, back to back. I think it's Joe up there in Fremont, if I'm correct here. But we've been pretty lucky. I'll send it over to Joe here up in Fremont. He can attest. We got a ton of rain this winter that just passed by. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf on DMR Talk Group 91 Worldwide, also currently live streaming on YouTube as well.
just to piss off people. You are correct.
Sure, why not?
I watched that live. Montana. Don't get too many Montanas. And I'm working FT8 too. That was on ABC.
Yes, K6EGG here. Yeah, no earthquake activities here
Not
in
linked.
Fremont yet. But always looking forward to it. Hopefully the
I am not
weather's,
looking forward
better
to it.
for you and
I don't want a
also for
house to fall apart.
K6EGG as well. Anyway, just want to say I'll put you in the QRZ and I'm going to
Oh,
step
please
back and let
don't do
anybody
that.
else speak. K6EGG, this
He's-
is K2TAF, 73 and clear.
Oh boy. I'll be looking for another QSO to log in there.
K6CBG here in Fremont. Yeah, no earthquakes lately, so that's good. Yes, so I'll be out too. K6CBG out.
73 there, folks.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring on 91 worldwide.
Your favorite there, Hamstick. Saying monitoring.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd call CQ.
Eagle Rock, I was right by you earlier. I was up at Dodger Stadium. In fact, I was at the 110 and 5 interchange off of Figueroa.
My name from South America for the debt.
CE2 DJA. I hear you loud and clear up here in Southern California. I'm in the city of Chino, and I'm about 80 or so kilometers east of downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Returning Charlie Echo 2 Delta Juliet Alpha. Fernando is
Jason, how did you find us there?
We're just getting over our summer here. It's slowly starting to dwindle down a little bit. It was very hot here. 100 and like at my house it was like 113 or something like that. Where I was, it was 109 in Los Angeles. So pretty warm. Our summer's just about ending. So you could send up our cool weather from you got down in Chile up here to the northern hemisphere the next couple weeks.
Sorry for the RFI. It's also screwing me up too. What do you got here, Jason? You got a 7300, an ID52. How do you like that scanner? Oh, there you go. Well, it's good to see you in the chat. Have I worked you before? You might be too close for most of the bands. I think I probably hit you on 40 before. Let's see if I've worked you. Yes, the fellow from Chile be gone. I think it's Fernando. Let's take a look. No, I have not worked you. We could probably work on 40 together. I have my antenna down.
No, sorry. Thank you very much.
I have my antenna down pretty much all the way, so I don't know if you looked east, but it was not looking good. We got that fire over in Highland, not too far away from me, and a lot of wind, and we had some lightning nearby. It was still about 10 miles away, but I didn't want to risk it, so I put it down pretty much all the way, at least most of the sections. Yeah, I kind of want to find them the old-fashioned way, too. I did the, what's that thing called? The colonies? All colonies? Around 4th of July. I did those all on my own. I had no help from...
do the certificate again.
I didn't do the certificate. I didn't want to. But I did it. I went old school. Wait a minute. I hear we got a sad ham in the chat here tonight on Sonobus from one. Actually, I've broken my toe multiple times in that state. You're in what state are you in there, Seth? Are you in there?
Your favorite state?
Whoa, you do not sound good.
I don't sound good.
It's very stereo. I can tell you that much.
I'm using AirPods, and I'm
You're coming in on multiple channels too.
You sound like a robot.
Not even
Do
like
I?
a robot. It's like it's stereo.
Bravo, India 3, Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is Charlie Echo 2, Delta Juliet Alpha.
Sound like an android on Star Wars that's about to die.
Anybody listening to that on headphones, it is wild.
All
It's
right, let
like
me see if I can do anything about it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I can.
Oh yeah, it alternates between left and right ear.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. You may want to figure something out there before you come back, but you probably can't test it out before you get in there. So I am still on FT8 on 40 meters, making sure I was right here. Working Washington. Yeah, Seth, you sound like garbage. Go back and listen to yourself. You're going to be like, oh. Yeah, put your headphones on and do it. Ooh, this is new. I don't think I've worked this guy before. But I thought I worked Pima County before, though.
Greg, what are you up to on challenge?
I don't look all the time. I think I was like 580s. I don't remember. 585 maybe. Let me take a look.
Okay.
Why?
I just got a couple more. I'm chugging along. I'm at 919.
Oh, wow. You're almost there.
Yeah. I got 7 pending from CY9C and then a couple other ones that I'm just waiting on a log upload.
You going to make it before your deadline?
I don't know. If I get to stay, then yeah, I'll make it.
So let's take a look here. I try not to look all the time because I'd rather just have them float in. Let's see here. 596. So my goal at the beginning of the year was to get to 600. So as long as I keep up, I should be able to get it. Wow, someone just keyed up on 520. Oh crap, I missed the bozo net. I was going to try to go on that. So you're going to change your call sign once you get the challenge?
No.
No. All right. So let's go. I think I am going to go to
Openspot.
I'm gonna go-
Profile 6. Ready.
I'm going to try to go to America Link. See if this works tonight. $520. I'm pretty lucky on it. You guys seen? What do you think the chances of us finding somebody on 520? Because this does not seem to be. Whoop, there we go.
Openspot. Trying to connect to MMDBM server.
So this is that Acom, or whatever the hell it's called, Amcom. Not looking good for Ooh, Jason, gonna try to work you.
Openspot. Trying to connect to MMDBM server.
What are your cross streets there in Eagle Rock? That's probably. There we go.
Openspot connected to MMDVM server.
Wow, that took a minute. Let's see if I'm on America's linked. America's unlinked. Jason, do you see me? Let me try moving my transmit. There we go. You're plus 21, dude. That's pretty good. Well, now you're officially in the log. You do Logbook of the World and everything? North of Colorado Boulevard. Okay. Yeah, I know you're at. I used to go to the Gaikaku there on the Green Street in Pasadena. There's also a good, I don't know if it's still there, a soda shop, right actually closer to you there. I literally just went through that tunnel, that 110 tunnel to the 5 a couple hours ago. It was nice to get in the shade because it was like 100 and something. All right.
This is Greg K6EGG monitoring America Link from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles.
After this, I might try to go on 520, see if I can make a contact on there. Did he get the R7? Thought I just heard somebody. Thought I just heard somebody from there from Kentucky. Once again, anybody new, please jump in there. Say hello. Love to hear from you. Hey, Greg. Howdy. Smoke-filled SoCal. Dude, I was just trying to tell people. They're like, oh, you have your antenna down. You probably got the wind, too. We got the lightning and stuff got the Fontana, I think. And it died out as soon as the sun started to go down. I still don't feel comfortable having my antenna up because in case the wind whips up. Let me stay. I'm going to stay on America Link. Oop, there we go. And I'm going to go on 520. Nate, you inspired me. See if anybody's on. Wait here for a moment. Be a good ham. Not just start talking away. We never got that fella's call sign.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring 146.520 from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of Chino Airport.
What Openspot?
Echo Golf Golf. Good evening. K6EGG, the first person I've heard on here. I just parked here for the evening while I'm listening to music off my computer. Anyway, good evening. Chino, right by the airport. Wow. That's a neat airport. They put on air shows, as I recall. It used to. This morning I had 20 people plus. Might have been 22 or so. Red-eye breakfast that I kind of railroad and the MC of in the evenings, by the way, on Keller Peak at 10 o'clock. We met at Pizza Chalet.
He literally
and we had
is saying everything I was going to ask him about.
Long table, so they were ready. I called and told them we'd be through the door at 11 o'clock for their buffet, and they had a pretty good spread out there.
He's gonna go.
I got nothing but compliments out of the food, and I'm through looking. It'll be there every month as far as I'm concerned. One day a month pizza.
Oh
pizza
my
buffet.
goodness!
Yeah,
what did I get myself into?
That. Your waistline can handle that one. Okay, what is it? Echo Golf Golf, I believe it was. K6EGG, Juliet Bravo Lima. JB Lansing, Jelly Bean Lover, one of the two. Back to you.
Wow. You know, it's very cool that I hear you on 146.520. I was mentioning to some folks just a few minutes ago that I am a huge fan of listening to my scanner at night before I go to bed. And I've heard you quite quite a bit, obviously, on the Keller Peak repeater. I have never checked into it. I've talked on it maybe a handful of times. I do a live stream also. Bonnie jumps in the live stream every once in a while. MMO jumps in there as well. So very familiar with your folks, but I don't have a radio in my room. I have an HT, but I don't want to wake up my wife. Big scanner guy. Listen to the radio on the way home from work as well. So nice to. This is probably our first time making contact with each other. So I appreciate you taking my call here on 146-520. And what's your location at the moment?
Yes, not a problem. I'm running a 991 Alpha at 50 watts into a vertical tram antenna, and that tram antenna does very well. It's prone for moisture, though, so if you buy one, tape up every friggin' joint on that antenna, and you'll be all right. I'm here in the kingdom, as I call it, of Hemet. Kingdom of Hemet. And
he's out by the fire.
55+ community, gated community, and I love my little place. It's not got much of a yard. It's a rock pile out front. I've got a backyard that's maybe 8 feet from the house to the back wall with a planter. Enough room to put up a few antennas. I've got an infed that's on the 101 that I'm listening to as well, but I've been listening to music here. Every once in a while I get into this. I listen to music like crazy. I understand your situation. Well, sneak out of the room with the HT, or what are you on now? HT as well? We can go over to Keller, and I'll tell you what you sound like over there. K6JBL on this side. Jerry, by the way. Glad to meet you. Back over to you.
I got to get your call letters again, too, because I
think I screwed those up. I just looked them up on the QRZ, and I think I had them wrong. I am currently on an Icom 9700 running 100 watts. I could totally make Keller here because I have a what's it called, a X50A antenna above my 2-story house. No problem. I'm running right now. I am running 100 watts to you, but we have good line of sight through all that smoke and haze. Probably where you're at in Hemet. I do have an ID52. I have been able to. I think I made one contact with it on Keller. On my Icom there from my room there in my master bedroom here in my house. But yeah, one of these days I'll have to run in the office here and jump on and say hello. I hear a lot of folks. I don't hear as much traffic as I used to. I used to hear a lot more truckers or whatever. I don't hear them as much. The other thing is it still connected to the, what is it, Route 66? Allstar link system, is that what it is?
Oh boy, I drop out when it comes to digital side. I don't use the different receivers that you can get through internet, software-defined radio and that kind of thing. I've been known to, I have radios to do DMR, DStar, and Fusion, but I just don't, I like it over here. FM to me is where it's at. You can go for the...
Does sound so much better.
I do get on Echo Link every once in a while. There's an interesting thing. My call, by the way, is King David, KD6, Juliet, Bravo, Lima, Jelly Bean Lover. KD6JBL, punch me up on QRZ, and you'll see my station as it was in Fountain Valley. Of course, now I moved to Hemet. So, interesting. Yeah, get on the radio. Sneak out there with your cell phone, get on Echo Link, you come in that way, although it's been kind of quirky here lately on Keller Peak. 10 o'clock. What else? While I was in Ukiva, thank God the wind was blowing the other way. I looked at that. That's a huge fire. Absolutely huge. And it wasn't blowing my way. I expected a lot of ash on my, I got an MX-5, MX-5 Miata. Boy, I love that thing. If I go out the front door and jump into something...
We're on 146-520, folks. This is a...
I drive it to death.
See how long... I didn't see how far away. I think it's like 30 miles. 43-mile contact.
I think I covered a couple of subjects you may not have asked about. KD6JBL Jerry. Go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. I was working out in L.A., Los Angeles, just in downtown L.A. at Dodger Stadium, actually, and driving in, it looked a little crazy weather-wise. As I got over the hill through Diamond Bar, just passing the 71 on the 60, it looked like a Sahara desert with like that. I forget the name of that plume of like dust and smoke coming through. When I got to my house, it was like windy. There was a lot of branches on the ground, and it looked like it was going to rain. And then it pushed out, and then I could see the smoke out in the distance from that fire. I believe it's not in Hemet. Where? Crap, I'm spacing. Highland, right? Is it Highland? Is that where that's at? But yeah, not good for our air quality here. But Jerry, I appreciate the contact. I was just showing some folks that I could probably make a contact on 146.520, and you showed up. And it's finally actually nice to talk to you. Say hi when you do that. When you do that net there at night. I'm probably listening. I'll probably listen 5 nights a week. So once again, I appreciate the contact. I'm going to kind of float around. I'm going to go over to DMR on your final there, Jerry. KD6JBL Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in the city of Chino.
Oh, that's you with the boom mic and the baseball cap on? Not a problem. All right, very good. Chino it is. Oh, you know, I have a good friend in Chino that's into tube radios. He's got a shack that is marvelous. If you like Heathkit and let's see, Collins and that kind of thing, he's big on that, very big. My pleasure, young man. And come on over and listen to Keller Peak. I'm the MC tonight over there, by the way, and we'll talk about different things, and maybe we'll see you at the next breakfast. Enjoy. I hope this was enough for the group you're entertaining. I'll let you slide off.
Is that enough for you folks?
73.
He's a good dude. I've heard him for a lot of years.
Are you not entertained?
I'm very entertained. I hope you folks are entertained. Is this a good enough content creating for you folks tonight? I got a couple emails about that last week too.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining. But I told you.
Wait, emails about
Good or
what?
bad?
No, about you are a content creator. I don't think I am. I mean, there is content being put out, but it's just me sitting here in front of my radio, which I'm trying to change back over to DMR. But something I mentioned earlier, I listen to my scanner at night, and a lot of it is Allstar link, but also a lot of it is just local repeaters. And I hear him every night, either checking in or doing the actual red eye net on Keller Peak. You could probably look that up. They're on. I want to say, I don't think he really understands it, but there's an Allstar node called, if you look up Route 66, and it's a couple different repeaters along the 40 and in the Southern California that he's in, that repeater is hooked into. A lot of folks checking in out. The repeater is on Keller Peak. A lot of people checking in on the high desert, like way out. Let me give you a little not a demonstration, but give you an idea where the repeater is and how far it gets out. So you get the map of Southern California. The repeater is out like kind of in the Big Bear area. You can see this is where that fire is. I live right here. People make contacts. There's something called the 4. Is it? No, wait. It's 395, like way out here. And it reaches out into the high desert of Southern California. I heard almost to Baker. You go up and down these hills when you drive to Vegas. This is on the way to Vegas here. I've heard it just about to Baker. So it has a wide coverage. And of course, it gets all into LA, parts of Ventura County, and all the way down to San Diego. And it has really good coverage along the coast. And a lot of it's HT coverage. So really good sounding repeater. I think it's been having some issues. The fellow that actually that I got my what's the word I'm looking for? Registered my DMR ID with, not DMR, pardon me, my DStar, not DStar ID, but when I registered my DStar, the repeater, he's actually the owner of Keller Peak, and he owns two DStar repeaters, one VHF, one UHF. They're tied to reflector 70. SoCal Ham? Are you referring to me or referring to? I've heard him before. He's such an honest man. Yeah, he's pretty cool. You know, and he's really patient. I've heard some new people out there, and I've heard people try to there's people that get on and mess with him, and he just totally ignores it. And those people end up going away. He's like a professional radio operator. He's very good at emceeing, like he said, those nets. So he gets a lot of people talking. He likes to talk, but I mean, that's what radio's for.
So you're saying he's the anti-wind system?
Yeah, I would say that. He's very friendly. I'm ashamed.
I tried to get on Win one time, and someone was berating someone for having a Roger beep on their Baofeng, and they told another person, like, "Hey, if you're going to use this repeater, you need to give us money."
That's the new thing. The other day, I was listening in the morning because it rolls on my scanner. And some guy, he had a call sign like BMW or something out of Texas. And some other guy, I think he was here somewhere locally here in California, Southern California. And the guy in Texas was saying he sounded warbled or something. It didn't sound good. He sounded totally fine to me. And the guy kept going on and on and on about it. You got to go to our website and listen to yourself. We have a Broadcastify stream. You should listen to yourself because you sound like crap. You don't sound good. You need to do something about it. Then like 3 people chimed in. It was like, nah, you sound fine, dude. It's the other guy that sounds bad. So there's probably like an Allstar connection, or I think they use IRLP. Is that how you say that? Is that the right letters? I've never used it. Anyways, but the guy was like totally just, the second he got on, like, you sound like crap. You need to go to our website. Like every time he would come back, I'm like, dude, holy moly. I don't get it. I hear people like that on 520 sometimes. Normally, most of the guys are pretty good out there. And there's some ladies out there.
Got to hook up your 9700 to the computer and make it so when you unkey, it gets a Baofeng Roger beep.
I could do a fake one on here. Just record it and play it on my phone. I could do that. And do you want me to go on a Win system and do it? Is the Win? They used to have a Win system. Ooh, we got to fix your delay there. Hit your arrow, by the way. You're like 3 seconds behind. They used to have a Win system in downtown Honolulu, but I don't think it's there anymore. Last couple times I tried, I think the last time I made the first contact with you, it was not connected.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really hang out on repeaters much.
All right, I'm going to try to get on this, whatever they call it here, America's Unlinked.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring America Link from Southern California, about a 40-minute drive east of downtown Los Angeles with no traffic. See if anybody's out here tonight on a hot night here in Southern California.
Better watch it.
Sometimes they sad hams looking for a friend. Well, maybe they have some, what's the word I'm looking for? Like issues, social issues or something. I don't know. A lot of these folks, if they're running these systems, don't know how to communicate with people. And a communication hobby is not very good. You know, Nate made a good point there, Hamstick. You hang out on repeaters all the time. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You hang out on repeaters all the time.
What are you talking about?
Big flying repeaters.
It's more of a transponder.
It's still repeating. Oh, come on. He made a good point. Nate, I got to hand it to you, buddy. Don't smash your antenna in.
I guess nobody's here, so I'll QSY. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on America Link, signing off.
I got to tell you, since HF's been kind of hot, digital's been not.
Openspot, profile 1, ready.
Let's see if this works.
Openspot, connected to Brandmeister 3104.
I'm going to go over to DStar. I heard a lot of new folks on the Papa system recently, which was good. There's a guy that seems to like to fart on there, use a farting sound.
Leslie, November 5, Lima Lima. This is K2PAF. Haven't heard you for a few days, so good to hear you. Hope all is well tonight.
What is that? That's the same dude.
Yeah, good evening. K2 Tango Alpha Foxtrot, November 5, Lima Lima.
Let's go over to one.
Yeah. Actually, although that is my first name and is what you'll find, I guess, if you look it up real quick in QRZ. But I go by Larry, Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee. And located.
Going to one, Charlie.
2 REF001 Charlie.
Cross ramp band repeater in the sky. Yeah, I would call it a crossband repeater because that's what it's doing. That's what the ISS is considered, right?
Yeah, but the ISS is a repeater. There's also transponders, which are different.
You ever talk on that?
On transponders?
Yeah.
Or on the ISS?
Yes.
I don't really use the ISS here. There's just really no one to talk to.
Well, that's true. We talked about that.
Yeah.
75 ohm ham. What are you referring to? My VFO. What's wrong with it? I'm confused.
You're saying you're off frequency.
Off frequency from what?
I don't know, because you got 431.012.50.
Yep. That's my frequency for my hotspot.
Yeah.
Oh, I did? Oh, I did, huh? Well, actually, it was on frequency there. I'm on one, Charlie. Let's see what happens here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California in the city of Chino. 40-mile drive east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Holy moly, it's not really that active tonight. 4 Charlie? 4 Charlie's been active lately. Let's go there. Change the graphic there.
Link to RES004 Charlie.
God, that's why I disconnect. Every time I get off the repeater or the reflector or anything, I disconnect. All it just does is tie up crap, I think. I remember 30 Charlie one night, there was like 300 hotspots connected to it and no one called me back.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring reflector 4 Charlie from the city of Chino, about a 40-mile drive east of Los Angeles, California.
Let's see what happens. Da, 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 da. Some dramatic music. And then nothing's going to happen. Wow. And it sucks. I can't get on HF tonight. At least I have a witness here with the weather being bad. The fire doesn't really affect it.
I couldn't hear you on 1 Charlie, but I'm hearing you here, Greg. WM70, over.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me know that.
It's good to know. I might have to go back there and see if I can reconnect there and see if you do hear me.
Yeah, if you want to give it a try, I'll go back over there. But I didn't hear you when you were talking on 1 Charlie. It might be messed up or something.
That could be the case. It said I was linked. I'm going to QSY over there. Thank you for letting me know, Scott. WM7C. You sound a lot clearer than the last time we talked to you. I'm going to QSY to reflector 1 Charlie, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, I'll head over there to WM7C.
Link it to RES001 Charlie.
Oh, no, I'm not going there then. I'm not connected. It's not connecting me.
Not linked.
Let's try it this way. So I'm using a program on my iPhone. Doesn't look like it's connecting here.
001 Charlie.
I didn't know it was Monday night. It is not connected there. So let me do this. Let me do a power cycle. Okay, take this opportunity here. Anybody new here, jump in the chat, say hello. Love to hear from you. Tell me how you found us. Us. I'm saying us. This is a group activity here. I just happen to be the guy on camera right now. And there's some folks in Sonobus there too. King Henry 6, Whiskey India, along with you see his name call sign there, KM4EO.
I heard that King Henry 6 guy sucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. He got a complaint filed against him recently.
You allowed to talk about that now?
I mean, I never wasn't, I guess.
Oh. I didn't know if you want to discuss it.
Yeah. Angry old man being angry old man.
More sad hams out there in the world.
Yeah.
So let's see if this works.
CQ got mad that I responded to him. Said that I was jamming his frequency. He was trying to reach DX.
It's Sunday night. I was hoping to be Monday night because they'll be closer to having 2 days off in a row, which now I have coming up. CQDX.
Well, no, it was during the Hawaii QSO party. He was calling out. I thought he was calling, for the Hawaii QSO party, so I responded to him. And he got all hubbity-bubbity about it for some reason.
Hubbity-bubbity, huh?
Yeah.
So I just needed a restart there. One Charlie came up. So I'm going to go over to, I wouldn't call it my own reflector. but I guess I'm going to call it my own reflector. It's actually John's.
Yeah, the funny thing is, he was also mad that I logged him as a simplex contact for POTA. And he's like, I never gave the guy a signal report. It doesn't count. And I'm like, well, the FCC doesn't care about signal reports, and neither does POTA. But the funny thing is, the contact he's complaining about, he had let his call sign lapse for like 20 years, and he was illegally operating.
Wonder whose fault that is.
It would be his for not renewing his call sign.
So right now, anything goes here, obviously within FCC limits.
Is there any sad hams out here on XLX344 Charlie? Come on back.
I see some folks in here. I see Joe. Think I should do a radio or a mixer cam for when I do DMR so you guys can still see my fingers, because I'm still doing the same stuff, like bringing this down. Man, I might need some more water.
Only if you call it finger cam.
I can. Dang, I could feel a tonsil stone in here too.
Oh boy.
Those suck. And John's call sign there is, for some reason, it's KE4TZN. I don't know if I don't see him in the chat tonight. I came on pretty late tonight, so it's already past midnight. He's out on the East Coast there. Any sad ham out there on Kilo? Why don't I hear myself on my radio now?
I'll be right back. Oh, now I do. That's weird.
See, that's good that I thought something was wrong there, Hamstick. I'm glad you sent myself back to myself. It's not that delayed either. You got to think about what that's doing. The server's in North Carolina, right? I'm in California. You're in Hawaii. You're connected to it. I'm connected to you. You're on a satellite.
Yeah.
More than one satellite, probably.
And I'm using, the worst node that I have, my Pi-Star.
Hey, it's working. I got a question about, I don't know if you'll know, about Starlink, because you are on it. Is that like a spread beam when it sends the signal back down to you, or do they like laser link it to you or something? Or the lasers are up between the satellites? Spot beam, maybe?
So I think the term spot beam is what you're looking for. I don't know if it's an EC beam, which would be Earth coverage, or if it's a spot beam. I'm not sure.
I should probably look that up.
I'm surprised. It's pretty cool that you knew the term spot beam, though.
I actually.
Oh wait, yeah, you do satellite stuff at work sometimes.
Yes, and believe it or not, I did it was a special for DirecTV back in the day. It was when they launched their spot beam satellites to bring local TV channels to the markets here in the United States. I actually was in the room with the satellite. I don't think it's up there anymore, but it was like DirecTV 9 or something like that. But they showed, we basically had I remember the demonstration of it having the polarized antenna thing where it just beams down, I think 160 mile coverage area or something. I can't remember the exact range, but it's a small footprint compared to the CONUS, I believe the terminology is. for
CONUS as in like continental U.S.
Yeah, the normal commercial television satellites.
Yeah, that's probably what at least in my world would call like an Earth coverage beam, which is
that's a good one, by the way.
There's a couple ways of doing that. But yeah, that way a bunch of people can hear the downlink instead of like a spot beam. You'll have better signal, but everyone can hear the signal. There's some cool beamforming technology where you can actually make like non-circular beams, and you can actually like, if you want to think about it, like you could notch out sections that you don't want coverage.
The other thing for me, when they put that spot beam satellite up, which was pretty cool, is it made it easier if you had an elliptical dish, because back then there was like 3 satellites. I think it was like 110, 96. I forget the degrees or whatever, but you had a couple of different dishes or satellites you needed to aim your dish at with the elliptical dish. And if you had it like rotated off axis or azimuth, I think it's called.
Yeah, azimuth. Yeah.
But when they put the spot beam satellite up, that fixed that problem, because you can narrow that thing in even more because the signal is so much stronger.
Yeah, because when you think about it, like an Earth coverage beam, you're essentially think of it like an omnidirectional. You're dividing the power out over a huge landmass, where with a spot beam, you're focusing all of the power, kind of like, if you have a Yagi antenna, it focuses it all in one smaller, direction.
But the way the technology it is, it's all on the same frequencies too. So back then in 2007, that sound about right? That was killer technology at the time. They're the first, I think, other than military, that did spot beaming stuff. From what I understood from the video that I was a part of,
link to R.
I wasn't in the same room with it because it was like in
Charlie.
They had like a vacuum room or whatever. I don't know if it was a vacuum room, but it was like these people were like in these white suits and stuff. It was in El Segundo somewhere. Is that El Segundo or Huntington Beach? I can't remember. Anyways, we weren't allowed to like touch it or anything. It was behind some glass. It's not that big of it was a little satellite. Maybe about the size of like a short school bus.
That's a massive satellite.
Well, like it opens up when it was opened up when we saw it, but they close it when they ship it, I think, right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's still a massive satellite.
Let's look it up here.
Size of a short school bus. That's big. Yeah, satellites are generally pretty small.
Yeah, this is what I remember seeing back in the day. Oops. All the different spot beams. In LA, I remember LA and New York were unique because most of the local channels were on the main CONUS satellite coverage, because they give those channels, I think they still do, to markets that don't have, or to areas that don't have local TV. So like if you're in the West Coast, anything west of like Denver, you get the NBC affiliate from Los Angeles on the main CONUS satellite. Yeah, these are the spot beams, and I think they've changed that technology a little bit. I was hoping they would have a picture of it. Yeah, 110, I remember. Spaceway. No, it's one of those. They fall out of orbit. I didn't realize. They have backup ones up there too.
Yeah, a lot of satellites have been flying out lately.
It was right around this area we did it. So one of these satellites are the spot beam ones. You know what? It was earlier than that. I think maybe it was like 2000. I think it might be 2000 that we did that. Yeah, because it was DirecTV 4S. It's the first spot beam, and it fell out of orbit October of 2019, according to this. Poor thing. Not a lot of radio going on tonight, folks. I apologize, and I wish I could do some HF, but we'll try to get on 30 Charlie here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from outside of Los Angeles by about 40 miles east in the city of Chino.
That was DirecTV 7, and it launched in 2004. See how big that thing is? This is what I was looking for. This is kind of what it looked like. It's spread out. It was, I don't know. Can you see that at all, Mr. Hamstick? I know this is not the real picture of it, but this is kind of what it looked like. And these dishes were actually like not flat. That's the best way I could describe them. I wish there was a real picture of it.
Yeah, it's a big bird.
DirecTV 7S. Let's see if they have some pictures of it. And Nate, I have seen the video of them talking about how Starlink worked or how it works.
I don't know how many watts those civilian satellites are, and anything that's not civilian, I will not comment on.
I'm not even gonna. I think this might be it, but that's not really.
You know what?
I don't.
bet there's an FCC listing on those DirecTV birds, which will probably have how much power it is.
You know what, on was it SatFinder? I think they would have those. LucaSat, or what's that thing called? Starts with an L. Something LucaSat Finder. Used to have its wattage, all the where it was like located, coverage map, all that stuff. And I don't have that in my thing anymore.
Holy cow! I just looked up some of the. I'm not at the newer ones yet, but some of these things are 6,000 kilograms, 13,000 pounds.
It's a pretty big bird there.
Yeah,
I think they're smaller now. DirecTV. Oops, sorry about that. Got all these spot beams. That's actually a pretty decent sized coverage. Mexico. And it's pretty amazing that they can. Oop, what happened to it? It's pretty amazing that they can spot beam that in from so far. I mean, it's what, 26,000 miles away, something like that, right?
It's like 23,000 straight down. So that's straight down to the equator, nadir.
So if it's
Nadir is a fun word to say.
If the azimuth is whatever different, it's further miles away, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Or elevation. So anything that's in geosynchronous or geostationary it's up there.
Does it say the wattage on here?
Yeah, you're looking 22,000 miles straight down to the equator. So you can break out some good old trigonometry and find out how far it is for you. Or there's programs that'll do it for you.
Smart guy programs.
Nah, I've used some really crazy old stuff that you put in what satellite you want and your lat and long, and it will do some trig functions for you and tells you where to point.
See here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Rick, you in there? KD7NHM.
Yeah, we're just sitting here on the couch staring at you, looking up in space.
Well, technically we are. I am looking up at space right now. I'm a huge space geek, as you probably know. Talking about satellites tonight. Kind of quiet on the band, on the digital band at least. I can't do HF tonight because my antenna's down, or for the most part is down. But good to hear you in there. And yeah, and I'm hoping to get my little satellite dish for internet in a couple weeks.
I was going to get one of those for camping, so we can take it camping. My wife loves to play games on her phone when we go camping. I was going to get the old DStar thing, or not the DStar, the Starlink thing. But I ended up just getting one of those cell phone booster things for the phone to make it strong. This morning, when I did DStar HF on the DStar 30 Charlie. That was very interesting. I'd never done DStar HF. And made a couple contacts, nothing crazy, but I did it on my 705 with 10 watts on the X beam, and I was able to reach people in Texas and a little bit further.
You know, Rick, I would love to be able to talk on DStar HF and make some contacts with you. You're not that far away, obviously. We could probably do it on 40 without a problem. But my $3,000 HF radio from Icom does not have that feature, which I don't understand why they don't have it for that much money. I don't even think the new, what's that thing called, a 7760 or 7780? I don't know. I'm bad on model numbers. Has that DStar feature. So that's a little bit depressing as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, I did. I got 100 likes last time.
When I saw the radio debut on, I was watching the countdown. I think it was I forget who was doing it, Josh or somebody had the countdown on it. I opened it on it, but I figured out how I can get it to work. I plugged my 705 into my Tokyo high power kilowatt amplifier, and 10 watts in gives me about, I'd say probably about 130 out.
I didn't realize that you could push DStar through through an amplifier. I tried to do it with I had a 2-meter amplifier, and I tried to do that, push the amplifier, push the DStar signal through the amplifier. It didn't like it. The relays were clicking on and off. Something wasn't right with it. So I'm surprised that works with that. So that's good to hear.
I got a 5100 Icom in my truck, and I've got an RNLE 200 watt amp. So if I run any type of DStar, whatever FM through the truck on 2 meters, it comes out. No problem with the amp. Works great.
Copy that. It's good to hear. Did it cool off for you there? I think it was like 113 the last couple of days here in the city of Chino, and where I was at in LA, that's closer to the beach, was 109. So we're getting a little bit of your desert heat here in the Southern California today.
I think we've had over 60 days with over 100 degrees in Phoenix. Where I work outside Monday through Friday. I work on people's pool equipment in their backyard. I've done for the last 25 years. So I'm out there dying and sweating and dehydrating and turning into a raisin 5 days out of the week. And Saturday, Sunday, I try to hibernate inside with the air conditioner to recuperate before the next week comes.
Copy that. I work outside for the most part. Luckily, the last couple of years, I've been upstairs in a television booth. I don't do the field very often, but I was down on the field the other day at Angels. There's no breeze. It was like, I think somebody had a thing out there because of the grass and humidity and all the plastic and stuff like that from the seats. It was like 130 or something like that, like air temperature in a small area where I was at. So I envy folks, especially working in Phoenix on pools with cement. Basically, you're working in an oven out there. So I know October's coming soon. A couple more weeks will cool off. It's going to be really nice out here, I hope.
Yeah, I think when it cools off, we're going to take off in October, November, and maybe head to San Diego for a couple of days. Last time we went out there, we had a great time. We found an Airbnb in Coronado Island that was pretty cheap. There we stayed for about 3 or 4 days, and that's my go-to spot when I want to get out of Phoenix. Northern California is too crazy. Northern California, where the crazies are, and like LA's too violent, and San Diego, closest thing we can get to the beach without going too far in. So we'll always bring the radios, maybe work together if not in that side of town too.
Yeah, I would love to work you if you're close enough. 2 meter. Sometimes you get on top of some of those hills going into San Diego, and I've actually made contacts with folks down in San Diego by the Mexican border on 2 meter. So it's definitely possible. But I think I'm going to call it there, Rick. You take care. I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting a little tired. I got 3 more days left before I have 2 days off actually in a row, which I wasn't planning on. I have some family in town, so I'm going to take an extra day off this week because I haven't seen her since 2011 actually. So it's been about 13 years. But Rick, you take care. KD7NHM. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I'm going to be shutting her off on your final.
All right. Good to hear. And I'm watching the live stream now, so I will convert back over to texting when I put the radio down, and then we can all enjoy the television. And if you get a chance to, not to try and throw ads in there, but go look at my YouTube video that it's on my son's YouTube channel, the call sign. It's got 10.7 million views. It was the ham radio guy that saved the ground squirrel out of back to life using CPR from a swimming pool, and I want to get more views on my video. I could use another 10 million views, so check it out if you get a chance to. We'll talk to you later, Greg. KD7 and HM. We'll put the
Yeah, I have seen it. I'm going to put it up on the screen again, put it in the chat so maybe some folks can get in there and check it out. 10 million views. Wow. Hey, you got more what's it called? Subscribers than I do, but 10 million views is something outrageous. But yeah, to 15 million. And I know how that works with exponential views, but I'll put that in the chat there. Take care, Rick, and have a good night.
Oh, I brought down the wrong fader and brought up a fader that I wasn't supposed to bring up. But I'm going to get out of here. I am going to plan on being on Thursday night. Might be a little about the same time. I have some family in town, which I mentioned. By the way, I'm getting really close to 1,320 subscribers. Would love to get 3 more subscribers tonight. I was hoping to get to 7,320. I'm at 7,317. Pretty close. Was hoping to get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year. I don't think it's going to happen unless I put out some sort of amazing video, like I did last. I think it was January. I got one of them. I got 160,000 views. What's that? Oh man, you're on a delay. Hold on, I had to reset you. Hold on, Sam. Let it kick in for a second. Go ahead.
So sure it's going to happen.
I hope. I got to get them some more live streams or something. But anyways, I need to make some more contacts is what I want to do. I plan on doing it on Thursday and Friday. Rick, here you go. Put you in the chat there as you saw. You guys take care. Have a good night. I'm not going to do any final words because I'm tired. Take care, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. But most importantly, thanks for spending a little while with me. And please, don't forget to tell your friends about the channel.